Selling comic books is a dream come true, but let me tell you, there's a difference between being a comic fan, a comic collector, and the one who's selling the comic book.
Sell?
Today, I'm going to share with you my top 10 lessons that I've learned from my first 30 days of selling comic books. So if you ever dreamed of selling comic books, setting up at a con, or opening up your own shop, this is the video for you. And stick around to the end, because I'm going to be sharing with you the most important lesson that I learned in this comic book selling journey that changed everything.
Everything's changing.
I'm EQ, this is True Believer Comics, let's go. So let's start off on this lesson. Comic books means different things to different people. Some are looking for grails, some are looking for childhood favorites, some are looking for cover art, some are just reading with their kids.
Kids hate to read.
The lesson in that is that you gotta listen before you start selling. Understanding the why, that's how you build connections. Okay guys, before we get into it, I just want to thank everybody for all the love they've been showing me on all the social media platforms and on here on YouTube.
Oh, I love that guy.
So what I need everybody to do right now, I need you to like, I need you to comment, I need you to subscribe, hit that little bell notification thing so you can stay in tune to the next time we drop. But every new comic book day, Wednesday, we're going to be dropping new videos, new content. I promise that I'm going to be dedicated to giving you the best comic book community content that I can, and it's only going up from here.
Going up.
So I'll see you there. Another lesson, comics are for everyone, no matter your gender, your race, your age. So once you realize this comic book passion is for everyone, you'll see your own space in this comic book community, whether it's at a booth, whether it's at a con, whether it's at a shop, or whether it's at an IG Live claim sale. Moving on to the next lesson I learned, comics are like emotional souvenir. When someone encounters a book from their childhood, it's like instant teleportation back to that time.
Now, I'll go back in time.
So knowing the eras, knowing the vibes, and knowing the stories behind certain characters of books helps you connect with the client. That's what creates moments, not just a sale. Moving on, another lesson, comics are in the blood. I've had families come in, grandparents, grandchildren, fathers, sons, aunts, uncles, the list can just go on. And what connects all of these generations is the comics or the love that they have invested in for so many decades. And that's one of the things that made me realize that it's more than just a business, it's a legacy.
Up. Legacy.
So going deep into the selling aspect lessons that I've learned, is that your taste is not everyone's taste. I know, we're living in a society where everyone feels obligated to push their opinions on certain characters, stories, movies, series, to make you not want or desire or like something that you've loved almost your entire life. I might not be into every title, but just because I don't love it, don't mean that that title doesn't mean everything to someone else. You gotta remove your ego and sell with respect to all fandoms. That's how you build trust. Okay, so I know we have the biggest lessons that I've learned, but this might be close to the biggest one. Customer service means everything. I know we all felt it. I've heard the comments. I've talked to some people in the community, and going into a comic shop and being ignored, or the representative not taking the time to get to know you on your collection journey, on your fandom journey, is one of the worst feelings that we can feel.
Feelings!
Because at the end of the day, if someone can walk away from your shop, your table, or your online live store feeling like they're family, that's the biggest one. And not making excuses, I'm definitely not going to call out any names. This is the positive channel, but I feel like a lot of people in this community lost touch with why they got into this business in the first place. Moving on, another lesson, geek out with your customer.
Geekly beloved.
I'm not gonna lie, this might be my superpower, but I'm a fan of so many different lores, from video games to comic books to movies to series. When a client comes into Bam Splat Pow booth 133, Frank and Sons, we could talk 30, 40 minutes just about Aliens lore, about Avengers, about Spider-Man, about a few things that I don't know about. But when you open up and when you get people to open up that energy to teach you even about things that you don't know of. It becomes a geek out moment that just explodes with energy, and they can feel it, you can feel it, and it just works. All right, so we're moving on to another lesson. This is about marketing and about advertising, so I hope you guys don't tune out. Don't tune out.
Keep watching.
I promise. You're gonna get something from this. Another lesson is displaying the right comics. When I first started, I wanted to display all the key issues, all the Golden Era books, all the Silver Age books all over the wall. But guess what? That's not the comic books that draw people into your booth a lot of times. I'm just talking from my own personal experience. I'm just talking about our booth. But surprisingly, the comics that draw people in are like the Obama Spider-Man book, having a whole display line of Pokemon books, having a whole display line of Archie Sonic books. Those books bring more people into the booth than you think a Avengers key issue would. Once they get into the booth, especially hardcore comic collectors, they're looking for the Avengers book. They're looking for Silver Surfer. They're looking for key issues that they can't find anywhere else. But the thing that gets a majority, I would say about 75-85% of the people who actually buy books are those display books like Pokemon, Sonic, Little Mermaid, Lilo and Stitch, Taylor Swift books, we got Bitcoin books. The list can go on, but those are the outside displayed books that bring the clientele inside of your shop. So this next lesson, social media is a superpower.
Actual superpower.
Your online presence is your second storefront and might be your first impression. So share your setup, talk about new books, highlight your journey. That's how you build a tribe that's gonna rock with you beyond the booth. All right, so before I drop the last lesson learned in my first 30 days of selling comics, what I need you guys to do, tap in with me. Show your support for this comic book community by liking, commenting, subscribing, hit that bell notification thing, all that jazz. Let's get back into it. Okay guys, like I promised, this is the last lesson, the most important lesson, the whole reason why I made this video. The relationship is more important than the deal. You might lose a sale today, but gain a loyal customer for life. This isn't a quick hustle, it's a community. Treat it as such.
It's about community.
Selling comics is about people, not panels. It's about storytelling, not just the ones in the books, but the ones that we live through together. If you're thinking about selling comic books, I say go for it.
You can do it!
Just remember, lead with your heart, lead with your passion, and the community will meet you halfway. I'm EQ, this is True Believer Comics. As always, love, peace, wisdom, and strength. Let's go.